You guys all already seen Firefly has been drip marketed, right? I personally have been waiting for this moment ever since Penacony has been released. And now that she's finally here, let's explore all about our girl's potential kit, relics, teams, and some stuff you might be curious about. There's not a single person who doesn't want their character to be as strong as possible right on release, right? But how would we go about it? And how should we prepare for Firefly given already leaked information? First, let's go over what she does, and I won't bore you by rereading up whole paragraphs on her kit. You can pause and read it yourself, but I will rather just quickly summarize and visualize it for you, as it's usually more comprehensive approach. Firefly scales with attack and has two forms, when she's in her mechanical suit and when she's our adorable girl, while her whole kit revolves around enemy being broken. When Firefly is not in suit, her skill drains HP, regenerates additional energy when you hit broken enemy, and anytime she loses or gains HP, she regenerates more energy as well. When she gets full energy and uses ultimate, she gets into robot. All her abilities become enhanced, and she puts timer on action bar. When timer takes turn, ultimate ends. While she's Sam, Firefly gains speed, fire damage, removes all debuffs from you, instantly takes turn, and get additional bonus damage depending on how much break effect you have. During this state, Firefly skill is considered ultimate damage, and when she hits enemy, she gets healed. Additionally, if enemy is weakness broken, she action advances herself forward. It's like she's her own Numby. Quite simple kit, right? Firefly's skill does all damage, but it gets converted to ultimate damage and she wants to break enemies a lot. Wouldn't that make her useless in fights when enemy not fire weak, you say? Well, there is a little solution for that. Her technique does apply fire weakness on everyone, and her leaked kit currently missing one of the traces, so she might implant fire weakness with ultimate too, just like certain cowboy. But besides that, there is first Eidolon, which implant weakness as well. And speaking of Eidolons, let's go over them really quick as well, before we discuss her potential builds and teams. First Eidolon gives fire weakness implant when using skill. Second Eidolon prolongs durations of buffs. My assumption is because she's outrunning all buffs during her maker state due to constantly advancing herself forward. Fourth Eidolon pushes back her timer when she kills enemy to prolong ultimate. And finally, sixth Eidolon gives her progressively increasing damage during enhanced state with each skill. The more you hit, the harder she smashes. From what it seems, she can go so many times during her enhanced state with self-speed buff and advancing forward that she breaks enemies super easily. Now for the build and teams. There are both planner set and relic set made for Firefly in 2.3, but let's be honest here. You ain't getting anything worth using for at least a couple of weeks, and everyone wants their girl to be cracked day one, right? Unless your plan is hoard copious amount of relic remains as well as fuel for a chance to get usable pieces right on her release on new relics. I must say that's a very brave idea, and I respect that. But let's explore available options because I ain't got that gambler in me. Let's start with planar ornament. Salsotto and Glamoth seem to be top choices, and Talia can be up there as well if break scaling is good. But for relic set, it's quite more nuanced. For now, two-piece combos with break, attack, and debuff is best option in my eyes. Four-piece Longeva Disciple does not sound too good, since Firefly only drains HP when she's not transformed. As for Pioneer, it may be good with first Eidolon if she reapplies fire weakness. Now for the team is when things get interesting. Uncontested best and forever glued to Firefly is obviously Ruin May. She has best synergy with her, extending broken state on enemy, sharing break effect, provide buffs that you can't outrun, and gives you sweet break efficiency. Step below is Ting Yun for faster and more consistent ultimate. Robin with imaginary main character for raw buffs and action delay. And then come the rest, general supports like Bronya, Sparkle, Silverwolf, and Pella. Now let's finish with how good can Firefly be for certain accounts and her Lightcones options. If you're a Chad E0S0 gamer, the best option seemed to be, as always, Fall of Aeon, followed up by these three, due to potential inconsistent buff-up time. As for who should be rolling her, literally everyone. Like, look at her, she's a must-protect girl, and will protect you as well. But in all seriousness, meta-wise, she can be less relevant for people with DOT team since it does suffer from losing Ruin May quite a bit, as well as Topaz owners that already have fire coverage. That is it for today, guys. As always, take this with a grain of salt, since this kit is not finalized, and it's just fun to talk about our favorite girl. Take care, and stay strong for Firefly. I'm personally sacrificing all my mortal possessions for her the moment she comes out.